Howdy chaps, it's John and Abby with you, and we're doing a little update. It's the build update, first build update of the of this lovely little kit here. The Panzer. Oh, we got that light. Gotta get the shine off it. There we are. The Sd.Kfz.223 LEICHTER PANZERSPAHWAGEN FU. Okay, and we found out what the FU means. I'll tell you in a minute. Let you all in suspense for a while. But we know what the FU means, don't we? We do. We do. We know what the FU means. So I have it constructed. All the construction is done. It's ready for painting. And so the next step is the painting. Okay. We look very bright, don't we? Look. If we turn this away, because we're not as bright as all that. There we go. Sort of natural colours. Natural colours. Abby's having a jammy day today. So why not? It's a Friday. It's the weekend, and it's you know, it's still the holidays for the little ones anyway. Still the holidays. A lot of you are back at work and things like that. And on Monday we've got New Year's Day. Yes, the 1st of January 2018, and we'll have our New Year's Day bum. We're going to do a bum on New Year's Day.
And then it will soon be my birthday.
Yes, Abby's birthday is in January. So, and one of the gifts that I have for Abby, I've already told her about it and everything else, so it's not going to be a surprise.
Yeah.
She's getting a World War II's tank, aren't you? Yes, she's going to build her first model kit. So she's actually going to build it completely, with no help from me, as in I'm sure how to do it and what to do, but I won't do any of the fixing on it. She'll do all the cutting off herself with sprue cutters, the whole shebang, and she'll paint it herself as well using the compressor. I'll teach her all that. Okay, and I'll be building one alongside her. Okay, so we'll be both building one, and we'll show updates, won't we? Yeah, we'll do updates. So, in other words, that's in the new year. That's in the new year. So
coming soon.
Coming soon, that's it. So for this video we've got our Sd.Kfz.223, and we'll zoom down to the bench. We'll have a look at it in its constructed state, and we'll have a little chat about it. Okay, so let's go down to the bench. Right, and here we are down to the bench. We'll have a look at it. As you can see, the construction is done, like I said, and I had no problems with it whatsoever. Everything went together quite nice. Typical TAMIYA. You're never going to get problems with fit really with TAMIYA kits, even the old ones. It's only dry fitted now because I've obviously taken it apart for painting, but I've most of it on. I'd say about 90% of the bloody thing put together. We pop him out. The figure isn't he's not glued in, he's just set in. And the other parts that I've dry fitted are the wheels. Whoopsie daisy. That's it. Well done, John. Drop everything and smash, smish, smash. Right. I have the wheels, the outside of the wheels. Right. And I'll show you that now. The wheels come in sort of two parts, and you're left with the main inside of the wheels. Now, if I had left it all together, you'd have never got in there painting wise with the tops of the wheels, and some angles when you look at it, you'd see this part here, the wheel, wouldn't have been painted. So I popped the wheel, I constructed everything like that, so you can get in around the back of that now and everything else, so it's quite easy. As you see, it's quite nice detailed underneath, all the little accessories and things. I like to fit them on, alright, purely because when you go fitting them on after you've painted them, especially if you use CA glue and things like that, it leaves little marks. It'll make the paint run and stuff, and you know, you end up then going back in, touching it up with paint, and after you've done your weathering and everything else, you can see all the little touch-up marks and stuff. So I've decided to put all the stowage and everything on and paint it on it, you know, where applicable. You know, there was no real awkward bits of stowage to go onto it, so therefore it's quite easy to fit on. As you see, I have the interior all painted up. There's a kind of a radio man there and his radios, because I found out someone nicely gave a little comment on the unboxing of it, and said that FU stands for funk, which means radio car. So that's the aerial. Okay, so the FU version of this is the radio car, because you can get the 222, which is without the big aerial, and the 223 has the aerial on it. So it's the FU, the funk. It's quite funky. Have you found that funny anyway? So it's the funky version. I got the funky version of it. Okay, so that's the construction, all nicely done. So the next thing for this now is to get it all painted up. I'm going to give it my usual black and white technique, although which isn't really going to show too much when you're going all the stowage and things, but at least you know, it'll give it some bit of variation in the colours and things. It's quite nice. Like I said, I really enjoyed making this little thing. It's going to go in a little dio that I'm planning. Yes, a little dio, and I'll be using the British SAS Jeep, which I'll be building in the new year. And I have a pile of Africa core figures. I think I have 2 or 3 sets of the bloody things from that Panzer 2, the little Africa core Panzer 2. So because they're going to be sort of all the, you know, I think there's 4 or 5 figures there, and I can only use say 2 or 3 of them, and they're all going to be in the same position. So I'm going to have to do a bit of fiddling around with them, a bit of manipulation, just to change them around slightly, so they're not all exactly, you know, the same figure. You know, dotted around it. So what I'm going to do, I have that, say, there, and the Jeep here, and the guys surrounding the Jeep. Just a small, try and keep it nice and small and tight. I haven't decided how I'm going to actually do it yet, but just, that's what I want to do. So, that's it, like I said. Stay tuned for the further updates on this. It'll probably be painted by the New Year's Day, which is the bum, so we'll have a New Year's Day bum, because it's a Monday. Yes, the 1st of January is a Monday, so we'll have a bench update Monday. So we'll show this anyway in its hopefully painted, at least, you know.
And close to done.
And close to done, yes, close to done, as Abby says, close to done. So I'll leave it at that, lads. I have some photographs of it at the end there, just some little clip of some photographs. So don't forget to give the old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you've not already subscribed. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And don't forget, like I always say, go out and buy yourself a kit, build it and enjoy it. This is John and Abby signing off, and we'll catch you on Monday's bum. So in the meantime, be nice to one another, stay safe, have a nice weekend.